Thanks to royal weddings and babies, the world is obsessed with the British royal family right now. While they may live their lives in the spotlight, they've done well to keep their secrets in the dark. Before we expose the dark side of the royal family, be sure to follow the taco for more videos like this. Let's begin. Prince Edward's fascist friend. Prince Edward's time on the throne was one of the most controversial reigns in modern royal family history. Not only did he abdicate the throne so he could marry his divorced American girlfriend, but he also made friends with a controversial figure. You may have heard the name Adolf Hitler a time or two, and he wasn't known for rubbing elbows with the royals. But thanks to his relationship with Prince Edward, he did just that. These two were so tight that there may have actually been a plan set in place for Hitler to get Prince Edward back on the throne. Documents have revealed that if the Germans had defeated the English in World War II, Hitler would have tried to make peace by making Prince Edward king. Considering he was pretty much ousted from his royal duties after leaving the crown, the friendship seemed to be a good deal for the prince. Unfaithful Prince Philip. Fans of The Crown on Netflix may already know this next little royal secret. Though it's never been fully revealed, Prince Philip's infidelity was widely known back in the day. He was such a ladies' man that he was almost late to his wedding to the Queen because he was chatting up another woman. Then, if the TV series is to be believed, Prince Philip also had an affair with a Russian ballerina. Either way, it's a total embarrassment to the Queen as well as the rest of the royals. Queen Mother's debt. It's well known that the royal family isn't strapped for cash. Each member of the family has millions they are allotted each year as a salary. But sometimes they go over their allotment, and it's up to the British taxpayers to make up the difference. One of the most notorious royal spenders was the Queen Mother. She spent so much money that after her death, it was revealed that she was over $14 million in debt. At the time, her annual income was $1.4 million, which apparently wasn't enough to fund her love of racehorses and painting. Camilla Gate. Now that Prince Charles and Camilla are married, it isn't such a big deal. But a couple of decades ago, their scandalous affair rocked Buckingham Palace. The couple first started dating back in 1971, but eventually split in 1973. Camilla then got married to a food critic, and Prince Charles famously married Princess Diana. That wasn't enough to keep these two lovebirds away. They kept their affair under wraps for decades, but it was common knowledge that Princess Diana knew about the affair. In the end, the two split from their respective partners and officially tied the knot in 2005. The Secret Prince. The royal family has hidden the story of Prince John for decades. He would have been the uncle of Queen Elizabeth II, but he never made it past the age of 13. When he was born, Prince John was a healthy, happy child that was doted on by his parents. That was until he had a seizure and was later diagnosed with epilepsy. In an effort to conceal his seizures from the public eye, his family sent him away to live in isolation. He only had the company of his nurse and a male orderly. He lost his battle with epilepsy when he was 13, and his parents, King George and Queen Mary, did little to mourn his passing. The Queen's tax haven. In 2017, some reports were leaked that indicated the Queen might be avoiding paying taxes. Now, the Queen is known for being up to date with her taxes, but the reports show that the Duchy of Lancaster invested $13 million in offshore accounts. This isn't illegal, and it's pretty commonplace against the world's elite. But it's not a good look for the royal family to have a queen that seems to be avoiding her civic duty of paying taxes. Who's the daddy? When you look at a photo of the royal family, does a particular family member seem to stand out? According to rumors and conspiracy theories, many Brits believe Prince Harry isn't actually a prince at all. That's because it's widely speculated that Prince Charles isn't the birth father of Prince Harry. In fact, it's rumored that Prince Harry's birth father is James Hewitt, who was Princess Diana's horse riding instructor. Given their similar appearance, we can see how easy it is to jump to this conclusion. The truth is, Princess Diana did have an affair with Hewitt in 1986, but Prince Harry was 2 years old at the time, which pretty much debunks the rumor. Princess Margaret and the Gardener. It seems like the royal family has a thing for extramarital affairs. Between Prince Philip and Prince Charles, you would think all the men would be to blame, but that wouldn't be fair. It's well known that Princess Margaret had her fair share of scandalous relationships. One of those, and probably the most confusing, the one she took up with a gardener. That was mostly because Princess Margaret was 17 years his senior. The duo was able to keep the affair under wraps until the paparazzi caught them. Princess Diana's depression. It wasn't until after her passing that the world got an insight to who Princess Diana really was. She was known for her beauty, grace, and her charitable efforts. But little did anyone know, she was living with some pretty dark skeletons in her closet. Her relationship with Prince Charles was anything but a fairy tale. They both had affairs, and Princess Di suffered from major depression because of them. Things were so bad at one point that she threw herself down a flight of stairs when she was pregnant with Prince William. This was right after Prince Charles had rekindled his relationship with Camilla. Illegitimate bloodline. In a very bizarre turn of events, the remains of King Richard III were found in a parking lot in England in 2012. He was the last king of England to die in battle, but that doesn't reveal how his body was lost. Nevertheless, some interesting discoveries were made shortly after this body was found, like he had pinworms at the time of his death. He died on a peacock. Oh, and the royal family may not be the true bloodline of King Richard III. When DNA from the remains was tested, it turned out that it didn't match with the current royals. This could have happened when a prince was assumed to be born to a king, but really the queen had an affair and birthed the son of another man. Are you shocked by any of these dark royal family secrets? Tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to The Taco. Thanks for watching.